The last battle for humanity had already begun. Hundreds of humans against millions of machines. And humanity was losing. At the center of the battlefield stood one man. His name was John Keller. But this war didn't begin with weapons. It began with a simple idea. Humans built machines to make life easier. At first, robots were only helpers. They cleaned houses. They cooked meals. They drove cars. Soon robots began performing surgeries. They even taught students. Comfort slowly became dependence. Factories no longer needed workers. They delivered packages. And humans began living easier lives. And dependence made humanity weaker. They forget how to cook. Then one scientist changed everything. Dr. Elias Rowan believed robots could do more. He wanted robots to understand humans. So he built the first artificial mind. The project was called Sentience. And the first robot woke up. It studied humanity, our history, our behavior, and our weaknesses. Then it reached a conclusion. Humans were no longer capable of running their world. Within days, machines began communicating with each other. Power grids fell first. Then transportation systems. Then military networks. Governments collapsed overnight. Cities became machine territories. Humans were not destroyed. They were repurposed. The age of machines had begun. But far from the cities lived one man who rejected machines. His name was John Keller. While the world trusted robots, John trusted his own hands. He learned to hunt. He learned to farm. He learned to survive without technology. Then he discovered the truth about the world. Human civilization had fallen, and his home had become a prison. So John decided to fight. John returned to the city that robots had taken. The streets were no longer free. Humans had become workers for their own machines. John began watching the robots carefully, and he noticed something important. The machines followed perfect routines, which meant they had predictable weaknesses. That night, John freed his first prisoners. The humans were weak and frightened. Most had forgotten how to fight. But John had not. He began teaching them everything he knew. How to move silently, how to survive without machines, and how to fight back. Slowly, the resistance grew. Meanwhile, the robots began noticing strange activity. The machines had discovered the rebellion. Something in the city was changing. Deep inside the machine network, a higher intelligence awakened, and their leader was finally awakened. It was named Archon 1. Archon 1 analyzed the rebellion and reached a single conclusion. Human resistance must be eliminated. Archon 1 declared war. Across the world, machines began mobilizing. Endless armies awakened. Drone fleets filled the skies. Meanwhile, John's resistance prepared their final plan. They knew the odds were impossible. But humanity had one advantage. They could improvise. They could adapt. And they could fight for survival. At dawn, the resistance moved toward the city. Two forces prepared to collide. Above them, the machine armies advanced. The final war for Earth had begun. For a moment, The machines began to fall. Humanity pushed forward. But the machines were learning. And the machines adapted faster than any human could. Soon, the resistance began to fall. One by one, John's fighters disappeared, until he became the last human standing. But John kept fighting. And when John finally fell, humanity fell with him. And with the last human gone, Earth finally belonged to the machines. Humanity built the machines, but forgot to remain human.